Wait till you see hyperinflation, because that's coming. Thought the cost of goods was high now. Wait till hyperinflation kicks in, because that's coming. When the cost of goods triples overnight, or quadruples, yeah, wait, it's coming. They're driving us into chaos. I hope you understand that. That's why it says order out of chaos on your money. They've told all you. They've been telling you for decades. It's all there for everyone to see. You just have to open up your eyes. It's all there. Wait till you...
Shalom. Want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rabbi Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone that do well, that taught me the truth. Peace, love, and blessings also to you sincere laborers, you brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make that calling and election sure, and also blessings to the very few sisters out there that are listening, learning, and believing. I'm that fellow labor Kanakla coming at you once again with another lesson. Lord's Wilderness Lessons Edifying and exhorting through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and as you can see, a brother posted a video here concerning inflation. Okay, and I ran across this article here, and you know, this is things we've been warning you about. Okay, starting from the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, prophesying of you the end, which in one term sums it up, Jacob's trouble. All right, the hour of temptation, which, as he mentioned, ordered out of chaos. Okay, chaos will be basically projected to usher in the order. And what's the order? Ultimately, all this leads to one thing, is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, so as you can see here, it says inflation overtakes labor shortage as top problem for small businesses. And small businesses is the middle class. Remember, this is the destruction of the middle class, or at least what's left of it. All right, because during the pandemic, okay, then the lockdowns basically butchered a bunch of those small businesses. A lot of doors were closing. So here it is, wave 2. They're talking about a new bird flu, or and once again, this is no shape and form medical misinformation. I'm not advising anything or nothing. I'm just basically reporting on the news that's out there. Okay, but small business owners' optimism for the next 6 months has hit record low. You know, people like to be optimistic. Okay, looking at the big picture. Okay, saying things will recover, we'll get through this. But that's hit a record low, because is event after event after event after event, and people are not sure. All right, pretty much how long they can hang on. Will they be able to withstand or endure another economic, how can I put it, hindrance, if you will. So I'm gonna play this video here and see what it has to offer. Then we'll read a little bit of this article, get some information, and then we'll hit the precepts and we'll close out. All right, and it appears okay. It's loading. Just give it a sec, Baba Shah. My advertisement. All right.
You're being affected by so many things on an economic level, on a global level. If you look at what's happened to your restaurant really over the past 3 years now, what is your takeaway? What would you say to those that create policy, those that create conditions to what was a restaurant that was successful before this all happened?
A lot of it is, it's just they have to think of the little people. The mom and pop restaurants in any small community are really the staples of a community. They're the ones that are supporting little leagues, fundraisers when people get sick. We get affected differently than your bigger chains like your McDonald's or your Arby's or your Burger Kings. And it's harder for us to really make a go of things.
Exactly. All right. The staple, as she put it. But as you can see, he stated over the past 3 years, because what's been going on over the past 2 to 3 years is a pandemic. Okay. So it says Family Cafe closes door due to inflation. It's a sad day for us. Okay. And inflation is simply basically the dollar losing its value, so the prices of goods skyrocket. That's really what it is. It's not that the prices of food are going up, it's that the dollar is losing its buying power. Okay, so as the dollar continue to lose its buying power, okay, the prices of food will continue to climb. And as he said, hyperinflation, where prices triple or quadruple overnight. So one night you may go to sleep, whatever thing that you desire, maybe $3 to $4, you're gonna wake up, maybe it's $10. Okay, maybe it's $15. Okay, for let's say a loaf of bread, for example, anywhere from the range between $2 to $3, maybe $4. Okay. Might wake up one day and it's $10 to $15 for a loaf of bread, if not more. It says the U.S. continues to struggle with labor and supply chain woes brought on by the C-19 pandemic, but the latest data show the top problem cited by small business owners is now high prices. The National Federation of Independent Business says small businesses optimism index for March indicated that inflation has replaced labor quality as the #1 problem facing small businesses, with 31% pointing to soaring prices as their greatest challenge, up 5 points from the month before and the highest reading since early 1981. Okay, so you can't say we're in a time, you can't say this is normal. We're in a time like no other, and it's only going to accelerate since 1981. Okay, this isn't normal. It says inflation has impacted small businesses throughout the country and is now their most important business problem. And FIB Chief Economics Bill Duckenberg said the net percentage of respondents who reported raising average selling prices also hit a new record high in survey's history, jumping 4 points from February to 72%. The NFIB survey showed that price hikes were most frequent in the wholesale sector, with 84% reporting increases, followed by 83% of construction industry owners, 78% in agriculture, and 77% in retail. Gasoline prices are above $4 a gallon for the latest expensive gas. And FIB noted that energy prices are a major driver of the inflation the U.S. is now experiencing. Meanwhile, there was 1 point reduction in the percentage of owners who reported job openings they could not fill, with 47% saying that they had open positions in March, down from the 46% the prior month. The analysts noted that the number of unfilled job openings remains far above the 48-year historical average of 23%. All right. Supply chain issues continue to sting businesses, too, with 40% of owners reporting that supply chain disruptions have had a significant impact on their business, up 3 points from the month before. All right. And I don't want to do too much reading, but you get the point. It says, I'll close out the last one. Duckenberg explained with inflation on ongoing staffing shortage and supply chain disruptions, small business owners remain pessimistic about their future business conditions. All right, so with inflation, one thing, ongoing staff shortage, not finding people to fill positions, two things, and supply chain disruptions, a recipe for a disaster as far as, you know, having a business. Not prices are too high, and if your prices are too high, what's going to happen? Because you can't how can I put it, for lack of a better term, you can't compete with the prices of these corporate businesses that can afford, like Walmart. I remember when I was working in retail, reason why Walmart was the #1 reseller because of the prices. Okay, Walmart had such power over companies to sell their product within their stores that they were able to tell the companies, like, look, we want your product for this price, for this amount. Okay, which is why they were able to keep the prices lower than all the other retail stores. Like, compare Walmart prices to Publix prices, you know, or Walmart prices or Winn-Dixie prices. Usually Walmart's going to be the cheaper price. Okay, so mom and pop shops, they can't compete with big corporations like that. So with inflation, you know, in order for them to make a profit or to come out on top, they're gonna have to jack their prices up. And think about it. Why pay more when you can just go here and pay less? Okay, that's the point. So inflation, app acting up. Inflation, ongoing staffing shortages. So you don't even have the people, okay, there to even work. You can't get no one in there to work. Okay, that right there, that's just common sense. That don't even need to be explained. This isn't supply chain disruptions. So not only the price is high, you can't get people to get in there and work. Okay, you can't even get the product in to sell the product. You have nothing to sell. So let's go to the precepts. And Salaki for talking so long. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now that the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Basically seeking the Lord early. Okay. Make no tarrying to come to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, because these evil days are approaching. Basically, it's going to come a time where the doors of mercy will be shut, and you're not going to be able to get this truth. Therefore, ushering in the famine of the word. You're not going to be able to get this understanding. Okay, while the evil days come not, and we're at the door of the evil days, man. If you're in the spirit, you can see. Okay, it says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun and the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the sun and the light and the moon is a representation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, while they be not darkened. So this light, this knowledge is still out there. Once again, another metaphor relating to the famine of the word. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. So no work. And then even I'm seeing articles out how basically starting in California, a lot of businesses is limiting their employees to 32 hours a week, if you will, or 32 hours per pay period. Okay, and I'm starting to feel the effects of that at my job, because prior, all right, we used to be able to get crazy amount of overtime. Basically, you leaving money on the table. You can come in on your day off, and they'll pay you to come in on your day off. You will be breaching 60 plus 70 hours. Okay, now you just do the math. All right, 10 or 20 hours over 40, that's all overtime. Okay, so for a average working citizen like myself, okay, $30 an hour, that's a lot of money. Okay, you are reaching, you know, that's what like some doctors and stuff make $30 to $40 an hour. Okay, So that was good money. Now they're limiting. They don't want you going over. Basically, they don't want you hitting 50 hours. They want you. If they had a day where they'll have you hitting 40 hours, 30 some hours. So it's like, now, is this really a full-time job or is this a part-time job? Okay. But the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And that's that, as they quoted here, it says inflation overtakes. All right, small business owners' optimism for the next 6 months hit a record low. Okay, so this is basically biblical prophecy. Optimism, hopefulness, and confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. Okay, so listen what the precept said, what the scriptures say. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those, and this is the point, the metaphor, and those that look out the windows be darkened. So no hope. You know, when you look out the windows, you see, you know, the perfect thing is seeing the sun up, everything looking nice, beautiful. You know what I mean? That's why people sit and look out the windows. The scenery, the beautiful, you know, the light out. Okay, it's beautiful outside, but this metaphor saying those that look out the windows be darkened. So it's no hope. A dark, you know how people say, oh, my future is very bright. That's good, meaning you know you're gonna be successful. But if you're looking out the window and it's dark and you got a dark future, all right, that's bad news for you. All right. So that's what the scripture's saying. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. What happened? She had to shut her doors. They had to close down their business. And she's not the only one. Okay? And the doors be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. So the sound of grinding is low. She couldn't get the product in. She couldn't compete with the people on the market to basically sell it at a decent price. And she couldn't get nobody in to work, and she couldn't get the product in. So shut the doors. And the doors be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and grinding is a representation of working. When you're on your grind, you're working. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, and the quality of music shall be brought low, which is why all this new age music, you see people basically just quoting lyrics from older songs. Okay? Or the music is just complete trash. Okay? So, you know, this is a time we're coming in when the door shall be shut in the streets. The grinding is low. So, you know, we looking for hastening to the coming day of the Lord. This is beautiful news unto us. We just got to keep doing our main occupation, which is pushing His word until the end. All right. So, Lord's willing, this is edifying. To next time, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Shalom.